Let's welcome in New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. Thank you so much for joining us. First question to you, does he have what it takes? Is he going to get 217 votes?
Well, what I think is interesting, he got every vote on the floor of the people who were present voting last night, and only 3 that voted present, which means they weren't voting against him. We'll see what that happens when we get to the floor. Unfortunately, there were about 19 members for one reason or another who weren't able to make last night's late night vote. Mike Johnson is an excellent person, a longtime conservative, and one of my dearest friends from my freshman year. We came in together in the 115th Congress. He does his work. He's an extremely hard worker. He's not a guy that's always seeking the limelight, jumping to the cameras, and he really is a serious conservative and a serious legislator, really capable, really competent, and I am really excited about a new chapter in the Republican Party with a true leader who is going to take us to, I think, potentially bringing us back, actually, from what we've been going through in the last 3 weeks. He truly did unify the conference last night. He gave a brilliant speech about what we stand for, who we are, and where we have to go forward as a nation and as a party. And I thought it's terrific. And congratulations to my dear friend Mike Johnson, who I've thought from the beginning was going to be our candidate one way or another. So I'm really excited for him and for our conference.
Okay,
and for America.
We're not over the finish line yet, but it does feel like we could be there. Congresswoman, I know that you spend a lot of time in your district in New York talking to constituents, friends, family. You do realize how bad this has made the conference look and made Republicans look over the last 3 weeks. You get that, right? And do you feel like the rest of your colleagues get that as well?
Well, certainly, I think the media likes to project, and it's a great story to have everyone outside the doors talking about, is there a pope, is there smoke? And I think there's been more made of this than it is. But I think when it all gets broken down, I think you're going to see that there were factions in this party that were hurting each other. And people are going to know the truth when it comes out eventually. It's not happened yet. And this was a huge eye opener the last 3 weeks for me, especially the last week when I saw what was really going on. And I think that's why I feel so confident about the future. And this is
Congresswoman,
let
me jump in. I get that. I get that. And we've had you on, and I love having you on. Here we are on the precipice of World War III, and third in line of the presidency is not in place. This is serious. This is not just us turning this into a story.
Well, Rob, here we are today.
It's not. It's bigger than that.
Today. We're here. Right, but we're here today, and a lot was sorted out in these last 3 weeks, which I think is good for us and good for America, because we got to see what's really going on in our structure and what's happening as we leave the House with a very narrow majority. I think Mike is going to take us into the future, and also we can get fixated on things like this, where the media is like, not you, I'm saying Newsmax, you do a tremendous job.
Thank you.
But some parts of the media they look for shiny objects.
Right.
Some members in our conference try to be that shiny object. I think you're going to get a person who is looking at serious work, understanding the gravity of the situation in America and around the world. And let me tell you something. 2 years in a row, I have walked into a political event in one of my most important counties that I currently represent, and I opened up the program, and what was the centerfold of the program? Mike Johnson's 7 principles of conservatism. So he was a leader and a standout when he ran the Republican Study Committee, the largest caucus, but he did it as a servant leader, as someone who is determined and not interested in the cameras, but interested in serving America and our constituents. And that's what I think people are going to wake up and understand. This is a serious leader and someone who I think it can move us forward. It's not going to be all the histrionics that you've seen in the past.
Yeah.
And though I thought Kevin McCarthy did a great job, he shouldn't have been taken out in the way he was. It's a new chapter, and we need to move forward, and we need to do it quickly, because there is a lot at stake for our country right now.
Congresswoman, great having you back on. We appreciate it. We will be watching today when the voting begins. We think 12 noon is the time. Thank you.
Thank you.